What's up? Welcome to VRChat Underground. I'm your dumbass host, Spielmeister456. Pardon the fucking model not having any visemes or any lip sync. It's because I'm a lazy sack of shit and I can't find a better one.
Don't mind me. I was trying to find you for the longest time. And I just
How
keep
dare
talking,
you
so I feel
interrupt
psychopath.
me recording my intro for the next documentary that I'm working on, you sons of bitches. You too, you piece of shit. Come in the shot.
I don't know if I was famous.
No, y'all are in it. I've been fucking absent. Welcome to the show. It's good to be back. It's good to be back in the community and whatnot. I got a great list of fucking interviews coming up. After EAC was implemented, I was very fucking upset, alongside a lot of other fucking folks in the community. So I figured I'd dedicate an entire documentary, and alongside some other stuff that's not even relevant to EAC, more or less just VRChat as a whole, to that. It's VRChat Underground Episode 2, Post-Modpocalypse. Y'all got any fucking things to say here?
Fuck, I got nothing.
Okay.
My poops are too big.
That's it. Listen up, dweebs. The following stuff is in today's video. If you're not okay with watching it, then don't. Go watch something else. One more thing. The people that we talk about in this video are not to be harassed. Do not reach out to them. Do not do anything about it. It's not your goal. It is specifically a documentary to talk about shit, not one to expose people. All it is grievances and bullshit. So get ready for some fun shit.
Yeah.
Get the fuck up!
VRChat comes around and fucks things up. It is throwing the baby out with the goddamn bathwater.
30,000 of them, overwhelmingly negative.
The worst review bomb I've ever seen.
Playing shows in the streets, getting people on their feet. Straight out of eights, again, busting at my shell. Quality rail, the bitch, I'm rocking this trail. If you fuck with me, I'ma put you in the bail. Winning the fans who I want, it ain't never been done. They one of the band that's doing this shit I damn. Don't ever say that I didn't ever plan. Don't say that shit, oh, I wish I could. Take you, out of the picture, now I'm running this shit. Take you, so far away, that you'll never be seen. Take you, out of the picture, now I'm running this shit. Take you, so far away, that you'll never be seen.
VRChat has handed the reins over to corporate control, and there's no going back at this point.
Who do you think pays for the merch?
Oh, hey, what's up? Whew! Man, those people were angry. Wouldn't you say? Anyway, I want to thank you guys for coming out tonight. So how about we get this started?
Yeah.
If I could get one person from the audience to volunteer their time to start us off with this documentary. Volunteer spotted. All right, what's yeah? We'll go to your favorite world and do the interview. Yeah. Okay, we are ready to go. Actually, no, we're not. I need to pull up the fucking questions.
My name is Glebus, also known as Glebe.
Hi guys.
Oh my motherfucker.
Already? Jesus.
I was focused on you the entire time. I wasn't looking at like viewfinder monitor thing or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
I saw the fucking shit out my peripheral vision.
Yeah, I just heard like fucking.
Yeah. What have you been doing here on VRChat, and how long have you been doing it for?
I've been on and off of VRChat. I've been mainly going to events, playing games with friends, but haven't been actually active
Motherfucker, are you
for a while. But I've been on since like January, February last year when I got my headset.
The last year being about like what, 2022? So you've been playing for about a year now, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many hours do you think you have?
Around like 200 maybe.
Gotcha.
Decently, but not like obsessive hours.
How do you feel about easy anti-cheat?
Easy anti-cheat, it hasn't affected me a whole lot personally. The only thing I really ran was an open VR config so that the game would run better. But I get that they're trying to like minimize crashing and doxing, DDoSing, or whatnot, but they did not implement that well. It's doing more harm than good, and while I can see that it affected the crashers a bit, it still hasn't really solved the problem.
Yeah, even then you mentioned doxing and DDoSing and shit, but like doxing unfortunately is an off-platform problem. For those of you at home, doxing is whenever you go out of your way to steal someone's personal information and use it against them, whether it be you publish it online for people with malicious intent to take advantage of, or just to use it to expose someone, right? And DDoSing is, even on top of that, it is an on-platform issue from what I gather. And with especially considering the fact that you cannot use a VPN on this platform, I don't know if that's in the terms of service or not, so I might have to fucking run back on that. Even then, it's like VRChat considers that like a potential for band evasion, so they don't allow VPNs to be used.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, EAC in my opinion was just a fucking band-aid on a
gunshot wound
and little festering maggots in there and shit. Like that bitch has been fucking open for how long? Like the problem, right? Anyway, enough of my tangent. Were you satisfied with how EAC was implemented?
No. They're like, oh yeah, we're adding anti-cheat, and they did not listen to the community and wasn't just like, time and time again, people proved that it did absolutely nothing except hinder people who were using clients that actually benefited them instead of harming people, like avatar search or like the aforementioned OpenVR that improves performance.
Do you have faith in the VRChat staff and how they run the platform?
No, I always have a slight sliver of hope. I'm a very optimistic person, but I've seen so many people like being openly loud, obnoxious, racist, textbook harassment,
and textbook nuisances on the platform.
Yeah, or like people ripping avatars. I've had my avatars ripped. It's not a big deal for me, but it still kind of sucks.
Can you describe what ripping avatars is?
Ripping avatars is when someone basically joins your lobby and through an external program, or not even that, even through a specific website, can take your avatar and make it downloadable for everyone. It doesn't matter if it's publicly available or privately available. They can easily just take it, put it on a site, and even make it cost something that benefits them, even though they don't own the avatar.
Or one site that I can probably imagine that you're referring to is Ripper Store. The quote-unquote cost is whenever you use their tokens, right? And you can get those tokens by watching advertisements or viewing advertisements on their site, which pays them, right? Mm-hmm. And the surprising part is that VRChat as a whole has not done a DMCA on its entirety, right? Unfortunately, it is what it is, but they're basically still, hey, get your hand out of the camera, ass. Trying to film a interview here.
True.
Blocked them. Anyway. No, it's like VRChat is unfortunately giving the green light on doing that shit. Because if they don't take it down, they're like saying, we know it's a problem, but we're not doing anything about it.
Talking to? There's nobody there.
He might have you blocked. Anyway.
Yeah, I also blocked them.
Do you trust VRChat's moderation team?
No. I've seen many instances where people were like, oh, this person is being openly racist, please do something about it, or this person is actively harassing me or grooming me, and absolutely nothing has been done about it, even when directly talking to mods and like the staff, like let's say in like Discord DMs or Twitter or whatever.
Do you have any closing thoughts or anything you'd like to shout out or plug?
I would shout out my YouTube channel, but I don't upload. Fuck it. My YouTube channel is Glebe. I have a funny anime woman as profile picture.
GLEEB?
Yes. Check me out. I have no uploads. Anyway.
Well, fucking get on it, bozo.
That's totally fine.
Wow, Julie, I appreciate the score.
It's clean.
Thank you so much.
She's just gonna check around if you didn't hear, make sure everything's good, and then we can start the interview if she's all good with it. My first question to you is, how long have you been playing VRChat?
VRChat I started in 2021 in March, so it's 1 year and a half maybe.
What made you want to play VRChat?
First, because of pandemic, so I cannot go outside and I cannot do much. So I get VR headset and I have some VR game, but I want something like I want to talk to my friend or something and play game at the same time. So I find VRChat that is free application that anyone can play. So I install and I try. I wanted some VR experience that I can feel like I am in this world, not just play a game, and like I feel like I am here right now.
I had kind of a similar experience when I first hopped on a VR headset. I had a couple opportunities where I was able to try out a headset at like a mall or something, and then I actually bought my own Quest 2, and I actually experienced VR like in first VRChat for the first time, and it was a life-changing experience. It was like a weird, like I felt both in and out at the same time. It was a really weird metaphysical transformation that I took under. And granted, now I kind of feel this is normal for me because I've played for so long, but sometimes I find myself kind of in the experience, like I'm really next to Spielmeister right now, talking to him, or I'm really next to you, learning about your experiences.
So, being a Japanese user, how much of a culture shock has it been playing with American users and how they act and conduct themselves online compared to Japanese users? And in VRChat, has that opened up your eyes? Has that made you more, I don't know, like, were you ignorant at first, or were you tolerant to start? Just kind of curious about that.
At first, I have many Japanese friends and I usually go to Japanese world, but then I start to go to more public world, and most public world there is mostly people who speak English, so I make a lot of friends who speak English. But I already, before, when I am in university, for example, I have many friends from other countries, and also because of what I study and my job, I talk to many people from other countries, so I am used to talk to people from outside Japan, so it's not very, it's nothing new for me. But when I come to VRChat and I go to public instance, for example, there is many people who are very rude, maybe say something mean, sometimes, for example, because sometimes I don't talk when I go to public instance. People will like say mean things just because I don't talk, and if I talk because I have voice changer, they will say something mean because of this. This is something that doesn't happen much in Japanese community, so this is like little difference that there is. So I block many people. For example, I think when I used to go to public instance, now because I have many friends, I don't go to public so much. But before, when I go to public, like maybe every day I will block 10 people. Like every day, so my block list is very, very big.
Is it people that would harass you, or just people you didn't want to deal with?
Usually it's people that come to me and say, do you have microphone? And I say no, and they will say something rude. Or maybe I talk with my voice changer and they will say something mean because voice changer.
Yeah.
And I don't want to listen to what these people say, so I just block.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, so I was gonna tie it back. With the fact that VRChat, and this is part of where my own personal narrative takes things, because I have my own bias against the VRChat devs to an extent. Do you have faith in the VRChat development team as a whole?
This is very hard question. I don't know much about VRChat team. I only know a little. I don't know who is VRChat team. I don't know what they do most of the time. I only know few things from my point of view, because I see all improvement there is happening right now. I think maybe not all decisions are good decisions. Some decisions are not very good, but I think like overall is improving in many ways. So I think yes, I think I have faith. I don't know what is going to happen, but I don't feel like something bad is going to happen.
45, maybe a little bit longer minutes since we've started questioning, so let's wrap it up as fast as we can.
Do you have faith in the moderation team, and have you had to reach out to them on an issue beforehand?
Do I have faith in moderation team for VRChat? No. I think there is no moderation in VRChat. Like from developer side, I think there is no much moderation. So I don't expect anything.
Step it up, Jannies.
For example, depend on like what kind of thing, what they can do, right? For example, they are trying to do some moderation with easy anti-cheat. If they can do something to stop any other bad avatar or bad client or things, it would be a good thing. But I don't know what they can do because I don't understand how this works. In short, I don't see any moderation. All moderation I know in VRChat is block user, and this I do myself. I don't see VRChat team do anything.
Gotcha. Well, shit, that's basically all the questions that we can basically ask. We appreciate your time and whatnot.
Okay.
Seriously. King Squad, Desktop Gang, Blood Wolf Gang, Wolf Gang. So what's the difference between Blood Wolf Gang and Wolf Gang?
Blood.
Dark Moon, Bozo Gang, Schnoofel,
Schnoofel.
Fall Gang, Silent
Hey,
Empire.
there's a casting couch. You want a ERP on it?
Sure.
No. Oh no! I wasn't expecting you to say sure.
Don't you want to fuck in the gang names world? Purge Saucity? Purge Saucity? Oh god.
Am I laggy at all? Am I good? Am I smooth? Alright. I'm E. I'm somewhat probably gay, but also not at the same time. And I'm ready for this fucking interview, okay? Dude, it's like World War III for VRChat, basically. They assassinated, like, our mods and everything, the whole mod loader thing and everything, and everyone was just so, out of it. They were enraged, right? But, so they took it out on all the other people, they took blame on other people, because they complained so much and all that. But, realistically, I didn't see much, to be honest. I think I went into a lot few publics. I still was like active even like just before after it happened, and honestly I didn't really see much. But this game loves drama, so, and all sorts of rumors and stuff, so probably there was people that were like, you know, whole group, gang, clan, something like that were trying to crash people or hack people or DDoS people, all those sorts of bad things. So basically a whole world war in virtual reality. But for me, I didn't really see much of it. Something about, oh right, there was a sort of like thing where you could see where people were. There was also a thing where you could see where you could teleport to people. I really missed that. That was something that I really enjoyed, even though I basically felt like I was cheating. I wasn't really. If I was in like a back rooms, for example, and people were already, or just any map, right, where it's like a play game kind of map, and then people are already doing something and I don't know where the hell they are, I can just teleport to them, just like that. But I can't do that anymore, so I do miss it.
Just stay right there. Don't fucking move. All right. Make my job easier. You bitch.
My name is someone.
So what do you do here on VRChat?
Ask me a name, I'll be like Hacker Boy. What I do on VRChat?
Yeah.
I make clients. I make gang servers. I just joined video game, like gangs on this game. It's kind of weird. I'm an Gangster. It's the best way to put it.
Were you satisfied with how easy anti-cheat was implemented? Obviously, you're negative about it beforehand, but let me hear that shit.
Oh, most definitely not. I agree, like, with everyone saying, like, there's so many mods before EAC, like, they should have burned that in before even, like, thinking, like, all the mods for, like, bringing EAC in the game. The game was so unstable before, like, this new updates coming out. Like, mirror mod, like, camera and shit. Like, you really wouldn't even be able to do this, but you don't have your camera right now.
If they would have actually implemented some form of anti-cheat, they should have done it way fucking earlier. Or would you ultimately prefer VRChat without any anti-cheat service?
Obviously, I would prefer it without any easy anti-cheat services. The main reason was because, like, it doesn't stop anything. It actually makes it worse, in my opinion, but it just, like, makes it stupid. It's a social game, so you shouldn't have a easy anti-cheat, any anti-cheat on a social game.
So what was some of the worst shit that you've heard happen to people in this game?
Mostly people getting killed. I've heard that before many, many times. Swatting's pretty bad on this game.
Do you know of anyone personally who got swatted?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I've swatted people myself.
What was your reason behind doing it?
Because they said they're gonna swat me, so I got them first. I've swatted 3 people. It was out of spite, and the second one was out of spite. Third one was actual reason.
What was the reason?
They said they're gonna swat me.
What led up to it?
Months of me, like, I doxed this guy, and he's like 6 months later he came back, said he was gonna swap me and shit, said he had my docs and everything like that, which found out he didn't even have shit on me, but I basically said alright, so I hit this guy with a SWAT, you know.
Alright, so we can scoop back on the to the questions, but I just wanted to, like, talk about that shit real quick because swatting hits home.
Gotcha.
Been there, done that, been fucking held at gunpoint by police, and thank God I wasn't fucking shot. But hey, that's water under the bridge. I just hope you don't fucking do that shit again, alright?
No, I think it's kind of stupid, and doxing is stupid in general.
All I can say to you is, like, from someone who,
reasons.
As someone who wanted to fucking do that shit at one point, thank God I didn't, right? Because I don't want that shit hanging over my head or be fucking responsible for anything, right?
Why would your OG character, like, avatar that you used to wear?
Oh, you want to see it? Oh, look at that, deja vu.
Damn you.
Do you have faith in the VRChat staff and how they run the platform? You can just give me many myriad of reasons.
No, not at all. Me personally, with my experience, like Tupper, for an example, we load into a lobby, he'll ban us for just being there. Best way to explain that. And, you know, a lot of gang monkeys don't like him. Obviously, you can see when they made ESE public, you know. You can go on Doxman, look up Tupper. There's been like 30 of them in one day. All staff team got doxed, so just for that by itself, you know. Main reason, like, they all wear like little girl abbies and shit like that. You remember, like, before, like, all this shit happened for EAC, Tupper used to run VRChat clients. I bet you remember that. Everyone used to talk about it. They'd say against the rules, but when they do it, it's alright.
From what I remember, on the list of users, of like EMM users and shit, Tupper was actually on that list, or at least that's what I heard. I ain't here to fucking confirm nor deny. Just allegation.
He was also making his own client.
Say what?
Yeah.
Do you think VRChat does enough to keep the platform safe for users, including those that are 13 and up?
Oh no, not at all. I think this game should be like 16 to 17 to 18 plus at this point, bro.
Who the fuck is calling me? Oh look, it's Exile. Hey motherfucker, I'm on the 3rd floor. What's up?
You're on the 3rd floor? Ah, shit.
Yeah, no, just come upstairs and I'm just shooting the shit with Salute.
All right, I'll be up there.
See you later, bitch. Love you. We'll just go and get it started off with, what's your username or alias for safety?
The one I'm known by? Encryption.
How long have you been playing VRChat?
Since the date, but I guess, I don't know if that matters. First week of VRChat's Steam release.
So you've been on here for like a hot fucking minute. Gotcha. So what do you do mainly, in VRChat?
Make avatars, look for, you know, clients and stuff to mess around with, fuck around with friends and stuff. Pretty basic stuff for edgelords.
How do you feel about easy anti-cheat?
I think from VRChat standpoint it was a good idea because they have investors and investors are only going to want to invest in the game if it's secured, and before easy anti-cheat was really chaotic. Client-wise, now everything's gone monthly. I get all that stuff, but I think it was a good idea for them, even though it's annoying to everyone on the, you know, client side.
Were you satisfied with how EAC was implemented?
Not really. I don't exactly know how people configure the anti-cheat and all. I don't know the specifics, but I feel like there's a better way they could have gotten rid of like client users and cheats and stuff like that, because they did it to, you know, get rid of the whole account stealing problem with clients and having people crash everyone with exploits and all that. But that only went away for like a week or two before things back, so people are just spending more money, and there's like a better way to implement anti-cheats like that.
So did you use mods before EAC implementation? If so, what mods or clients or whatever?
God, I've used a lot of clients. Before EAC, I used Rose Client, which was a private client. One called VR Tool, or Russian Client, which is like a, you know, wholesome-ish client. Notorious, Green Gray, and I don't know if I should say it because the name's, you know, literally a slur, but probably a few others that don't really matter. Yeah.
So do you have faith in the VRChat staff and how they run the platform?
No. Unfortunately, I'm keep meeting them in like Great Pugs and stuff, and I have like recordings of them. I can send them to you if you want as well. They dodge questions about like security and like what they're doing about, you know, clients and exploits and all this, because when they're on VRChat, they're off the clock, so that's how they get away from answering questions that they don't want to respond to.
I bet it's like fucking dodging like a PR nightmare or some shit whenever they say something out of their ass.
Yeah, I mean, you'll see what I mean. I'll send you the video I took like a couple days ago.
Do you trust VRChat's moderation team?
With not giving away information that they put in like their contracts and stuff, yeah, but like I don't trust them with their own TOS, because they themselves and their friends, they'll all break TOS. If you ever see them in lobbies or like anything like that, there will be people with avatars you're not supposed to wear and doing stuff they're not supposed to that are against TOS. Only when they're on here, they only really pay attention to like crashers and stuff, it seems like.
Gotcha. So you could call them like somewhat hypocritical or something?
Yeah.
Outside of Super Hornet, have you actually run into any VRChat moderation staff member, let alone any staff member in any instance? I know you said that before, but
yes.
Which ones have you run into?
I have lobbies that I go into every week or two with Tupper occasionally. He's sometimes there, which is like a creator event thing. I can't really say how I get in there. You know, super secret. There was another guy I met, what's his name? Cyrenix. He was a GFX designer for VRChat, and Root, who was like the moderator simp. You know, he really gets to reporting when he's angry at someone. Oh yeah, and I've seen Rubik before.
After the ability to create groups was pushed out of beta into full release, some people have been banned for certain group names. What are some of the craziest groups you've seen on VRChat since its release?
I've seen a few Nazi groups, like one called the Atomwaffen Division, which is like a terrorist neo-Nazi group. Of course, I've seen like gangs and stuff like that. It's nothing special. I've seen ones with just like slurs as a name, or just like racial stuff. Some pretty bad icons, like, you know, porn, hentai, whatever. I've seen some people doing like child porn on theirs. I've seen it like
Jesus
only once ever, but yeah.
Do you think VRChat does enough to keep the platform safe for users, including those that are 13 and up?
No. Where should I start with this? One, the like naked avatars and stuff aren't moderated at all. Like I said, them being hypocritical, they've done ERPing and all this shit. They're around people with like their asses out. You know, I get that. A lot of kids that play this game see that, but, you know, they probably shouldn't go online just to see it here, you know what I mean? And it's not safe because they know shit like doxing and stuff happens on here, and there's not much they can do to stop it, but it's not safe enough for little kids to be on here, so I think they should personally change it to like 16 and up or 18 and up until they fix all their problems.
Do you know of any gangs that fell apart because of any rhyme or reason or whatever the fuck?
There's been a couple that kind of fell off. And I guess the most interesting one, you know, would be probably Ministry. They started as a whole thing about, we're going to find pedophiles and get rid of pedophiles and blah, 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 blah. But after a while, some of them started becoming friends with pedophiles for some reason. And it was like they're defending them which is weird. I don't know why they did it or like how it happened, but that completely fell apart and kind of fell out of relevancy, and no one really likes them anymore. They still have a server, but it's probably not based like that anymore. Here and there's always something that gets like nuked, like a server will get nuked and they won't start it again. Me, when I used to own mine, I just nuked my own server and got rid of it. I guess I could talk about old Laughing Coffin, like the first version of it, how it kind of fell off. There was a guy that owned it named Price. There was a point in time where he ran like a big network of servers for VRChat gangs, and it was kind of like the hub for everyone. And Laughing Coffin had this essence of being like super old and no one really knows who's in it and all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
And when Price kind of got sick of it, you know, he sold it as a joke, and people started getting kicked out and creating like different Laughing Coffin servers saying that they're all the real ones, and that kind of just made it like completely fall off and die. People keep saying that he handed it to someone, or like, oh, he gave it to me, so I own the real Laughing Coffin. No, now there's just a joke one. A guy named Draconi just owned one. A guy named Aquino just owned one. Like there's like 5 of them out there. It's crazy. Can't really think of any other ones significant off the top of my head.
Would you say that Laughing Coffin is almost like a joke name at this point? Because like whenever some people talk about, oh, you're part of Laughing Coffin, ooh.
Yeah, actually, it really is. I wasn't even gonna like start my whole server, because the whole point was to bring everything back to how, you know, gangs are supposed to be, not just like people screaming at each other and making like 30 servers with different names. I wanted to kind of restore shit and then just leave, but it is just a joke name because no one's really making it look cool and do cool shit, right?
Like no one's actually taking it seriously.
Yeah, I mean, people are trying, but they're not doing anything like above average of any other group on VRChat anymore.
I know in the group chat or whatever before we even like met up or whatever, talking about how I Am Lucid like linked up with some dude who was talking about how computers were getting blue screen and graphics cards were getting fried and shit. It's like, is any of that shit true? Like the most that I know that's actually malicious and shit that actually can be done here, since this is more a little conversational, I'm gonna fucking cut to a different camera angle. The most that I know that is actually true is like fucking doxing, DDoSing, and what fucking hard computer reset crashing.
Hard computer reset crashing?
I don't know if that's the correct fucking verbiage. It's more like computer fucking shuts off because too much power goes to fucking GPU or some shit.
There's GPU crashing, what people call it, which is when I guess you could call it targeting someone's GPU, where kind of like, you know, it'll make the fans run a little high, I guess, like noticeable, but it doesn't do anything. There's no way to fry hardware or any of that shit, because it's a Unity game. Like, come on, the game's gonna shut down before any of your computer just completely blows up. It's just not realistic. Blue screening can happen if not, like I just got blue screen because my game was lagging. I was running Unity and I had a laggy client like injected to the game. But like regularly, like you can't just make an avatar that every time you like shoot a gun at someone, it just blue screens their PC. It just doesn't work like that. It's just crashing.
I want to say like a lot of the people that do talk about crashes in general, like on YouTube, or they either like exaggerate it or they just don't cover it. Would you agree?
Yeah, or the people they're interviewing are just lying to look better,
or like say that they have the fucking exclusive information or some bullshit like that.
Yeah, ooh, big scary blue screen.
Don't go on VRChat, guys. By the way, buy my V card. If you subscribe to my channel, you get a fucking V card. What kind of fucking weird shit is that?
You guys support my Patreon for $50 a month, you get a golden V card.
Fucking
dumb.
puke. Any like last minute like thoughts or whatever?
Nothing specific. Don't join fake Laughing Coffin servers. You know what it do. That's about all I got.
No brushes, that's final. No toxic people. No crashers or laggers. Don't bother mods and owner if they're in the server. Make some worlds first, then you can say it suck. 'S.
You want to message them and say, hey, your world sucks.
I'm gonna say
made two of
I'm gonna
them.
say it's suck apostrophe s.
Double hamburger. DUBBLE hamburger.
What? Hamburger. Double cheeseburger. Double cheeseburger. Any pizzas, one topping apostrophe s. Soda, fries, tater tots, corn dog.
I'm taking a picture of this menu.
All right, this is gonna be wild.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah,
Oh no, that liquor went right through me, didn't it? I will.
I love VRChat. It just stuttered in
I'll
the
hit
middle
you
of
with
the
an
air.
iPod Nano.
It just stutters in the middle of the air. But yeah, no. Don't you think it'd be cool if we did this, but in real life? You know the Great Pug exists IRL, right?
We should like go or something.
That sounds like a plan. How about we do that right now? Sorry, I'm trying to OVR play space up out of the table. It's just fucking weird being here. It's no shit. This place is the mecca for VRChat players, specifically PC. Fuck the Questies. I'm kidding. This is the part where I'm gonna cut to fucking like the fact that there's no mirror here.
Bathrooms.
There's the hallway to the bathrooms is strange because that's where the stairs are, but it's not. This place is fucking weird. I need more beer.
You sure?
I need more beer. Alas, one of the only mirrors. And we also have mirrors up there. I just don't know if it's optimal because there's no toggle right here. Then again, the Great Pug also doesn't really have toggles in the first place, if I recall correctly. But yeah. Comparing to actual Great Pug, you're not met with night sky, you're met with Wisconsin.
Not just any Wisconsin, but Madison. Capital.
Cabitable. That's weird. This is unsettling. It's just not what I know. Let's go to that side. Okay, good. There's at least a mirror, so I can mirror dwell for a second. God, I look like shit.
No, you don't. That's kind of more like it.
But not at all.
Kind of, sort of, but not really. Exactly.
Where's the mirror? I'm gonna have a panic attack. In all seriousness, like, this place is... It's still fucking weird being here. It's cool. It's cool. Where's my really shitty, like, e-boy music? I need to blast that shit. Wait, hold on. So Great Pug, real life review, 10 out of 10, would come here again. You're watching on VRChat. Fuck. You're watching VRChat Underground. Up next, we got more interviews. Glub glub.
It's VRChat underwater now.
You're watching VRChat Underwater.
My dumbass go.
I'm drowning. That's cool.
I am drawn to them, as if by a power greater than my wiener.
Uh,
You can just say my name is Bree.
I'm an air freshener. I'm an air freshener.
Febreze.
But I'm Bree.
You wanna wave hi to the camera? What are you eating? Stale I know you said stale marshmallows, but are they really stale?
Oh yeah, there are stale marshmallows, but that's not what I'm working on right now. I don't know what I'm working on right now, but I know it's from Japan. And it's in Pokemon packaging, so that means it's gotta be sweet, right?
What do you do here on VRChat?
Shit post.
What else do you
Go
do?
to very cursed worlds. I go to very... I exist. That's mostly what I do. Shit posts, go to cursed worlds. It's great.
How do you feel about easy anti-cheat?
I don't like it. I think it's cringe.
Well, what about it is cringe specifically, if you don't mind me asking?
The fact that it exists.
Give me more to work with here.
The fact that it exists and I can't run mods anymore?
Were you satisfied with how EAC was implemented?
Was anyone honestly happy about that? Was anyone honestly okay with that? No, they weren't. No one was happy with it. Oh my god, watching the VRChat Discord server blow up though, that was great.
What do you remember of it?
I started posting lemons again. But oh my god, it was just chaos. It was like funny to read, like, you know, especially because I knew I wasn't involved in it. It's like, okay, let's see everyone's shitty comments.
Gotcha. So it was like enjoyable to watch the shit show, but also knowing that you were
definitely
that you were like inadvertently a part of it. Whenever you were running like your, I guess, protections and like basic client modifications and shit, what exactly
like
were you running?
performance mods and shit.
Yeah.
Like shit. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot.
Well, you had EMM. I remember that.
Oh yeah, EMM. Because they had a lot of settings in there to help with performance. I just thought I could search up avatars, and I really fucking miss all of those. I'm missing my thick Kermit now. How can either of us live without thick Kermit? That boy was all ass. Remember the mod where you could like pick me up by my head and just throw me?
Yep.
Well, that is it. You know, maybe they should implement stuff like that more often other than just having it be a Patreon feature. Some worlds. I'm not gonna name by name.
I wouldn't even like know one off the top of my head.
I think Spirits of the Sea.
Yeah, it's like we're gonna gatekeep a certain part of the world off. It's like, okay, what good does that do you?
Gatekeep the ERP room. See how many patrons you get. Do that from Bungus House.
Dude, fucking kill me. The moment that I can
touch your balls.
Bro, if I have an itch, I have an itch. All right. No, is the moment that I put a fucking ERP room in the Bungus house is the moment that I'm gone. There's a 9mm in my head. I'm gone. Do you have?
We could do a nice one with like chains and whips and you know all sorts of fun things.
Shut the fuck. Do you have faith in the VRChat staff and how they run the platform?
Is that a legitimate question?
Yes. Yeah.
No.
I've got some yeses. I've got.
No.
Why not?
No. Why they don't? I can't word. Fuck. I'm having a moment, okay? I'm having a senior moment. You seem to forget I'm 27. I'm old.
And I'm 25. I'm like only 2 years under that shit. Senior moment, my ass. We're just dumb. Do you have faith in the VRChat staff and how they run the platform?
Oh no. They like to say that they're fixing things, but never really do. Like when they add a stupid little face mirror, it's kind of nice that I know I'm not just running around with a retarded expression. Was it really necessary, like compared to other things that save performance and even still after EAC? So previous to it, I wasn't really crashed by people. I was crashed by my PC being stupid, right? Since EAC, I've been crashed like twice.
You mean like running out of RAM?
Like they
crashed.
need to.
Like unoptimized crashed.
Yeah, silence about that.
No,
yeah,
it's literally a thing because like I was at Reina's, right?
Mm-hmm.
You'll see the interview later or before wherever I put it, but big event about like 40 people crashed out like 4 times. 4 fucking times. My game client went boop. Steam VR failure, gone. And that was even with hiding people's avatars. Like, you got me royally fucked up.
Yeah, they have to figure out a better system for that.
Next question, Aroni. Do you trust VRChat's moderation team?
Aroni and cheese? They have a moderation team.
I think that's like the same like reaction that you had on the last documentary, because like I think I asked you like word for word. Yeah, I think you said like I didn't even know that VRChat had mods.
You know, I've been a little bit more aware of it since the last interview, but it's like I haven't been more aware of them only just because you asked me about them. I'm like, oh well, they might exist, and then I totally forgot until just now.
You heard it, Jannies.
Outside of Super Hornet, have you actually seen any VRChat moderation staff member, or let alone any staff member in an instance?
I haven't even seen Super Hornet. I haven't seen any of them. Do they exist?
I don't know.
Are you guys just weird? Do you just join your friends and no one else? I don't know, dude.
What are your thoughts on VRChat's decision to implement the groups feature?
A big waste of time, because it's what locked behind VRChat Plus.
Specifically creating groups is, yeah.
Yeah, and that's cringe.
Cringe, you mean? Did you mute?
I'm sorry, I muted myself and kept talking.
Oh god, Bree. Okay. Take it from the top.
I forgot what I was talking about now.
I'm giving you head pats in the frame.
Like, hey guys, here's this cool new feature. You're gonna love it. You have to pay to use it. It's just, nah.
Oh shit, this is cool.
And it's bungish yellow.
That ain't no FTC 908 yellow though.
Okay, it's not bung-ish yellow, it's bung-ish yellow.
Bung-ish, yeah. After the ability to create the groups feature was pushed out of beta into full release, some people have been banned for certain group names. What are some of the craziest groups you've seen on VRChat? And yeah.
Shit, I don't know. What was one of CK's?
Feet.
The Piss Pals?
Oh god, that's right.
Who doesn't want to be a Piss Pal?
Me.
Hey, let me look around in my menu here.
Like,
you don't want to be a Piss Pal?
Bungus might be fucking yellow, but I am not a fan of what comes out of my penis. And now that flowers will grow.
Honey, if you would ever piss on me, I would be upset. Gays for homophobia? That's one of CK's. That's kind of what femboys and Buddhas. Love sense. Ugh.
Do you think that VRChat does enough to keep the platform safe for users include? Shut the fuck up, Discord. Twice in a row. Do you think that VRChat does enough to keep the platform safe for users, including those that are 13 and up?
No. How many times do you have to complain about someone and they're never banned? Like, it doesn't matter what they're doing. I don't think I've ever heard of anyone getting banned from VRChat, like, ever.
Well, aside from our friend Crow, that was like, what, a temp ban?
Oh yeah, Crow got banned unjustly.
Whenever they push out ban waves, like, a lot of people get banned for unjust shit. So it's like, even if they do ban people, it's like, wait.
Like, dude, it's the wrong people. You're not dealing with the fucking groomers. Which, first off, y'all disgusting. You know who you are. Fucking groomers. Yeah, your camera's a groomer.
No, I'm pointing, like I'm sharing the same energy.
Yeah, y'all who made the dark scale aura on Final Fantasy 14.
Excuse me, I'm a himbo, alright? I don't fucking do that shit. I belong to you. Anyway.
Not just that, but people who actually say hateful shit. Like, oh, you can't be a furry, you can't be trans, you can't be this, you can't be that, you can't drink in VR, you can't smoke in VR, you can't do anything in VR, you can't get full body tracking. Shit, does this sound familiar to you?
Yeah.
And you know who you are. Absolute manlet. We are the Giga Chads. You are the Soy Jack. You know, if you could reach out and touch me right now, would you be Feelmeister456?
Shut the
If you were a salesman, would you be Dealmeister456?
I'm going to stab you 27 separate times.
If you were a banana, would you be Peelmeister456?
I'm Do you have any closing thoughts or anything that you'd like to shout out or plug?
I don't think I have any thoughts at all right now. My brain doesn't work. Oh.
It's okay. I'm right there with you. 32-ounce margaritas got me fucking. You want to say it to the camera?
Okay, how do Jannies that do it for free do it so much better than ones that are paid?
Yeah, no, she has a fucking point. Y'all suck. Say the line, Bart.
Clean it up, Jannies.
I go by Lily.
Okay, Lily. How long have you been playing VRChat?
I've been playing for probably about 3 years now.
What do you do here on VRChat?
I'm mostly karaoke, honestly. I hang out in karaoke worlds with friends and sing and chill. Sometimes world top.
I don't blame you. Karaoke's fun. I did that shit
You
last
meet the
night.
best people.
You do.
It's so fun, and you meet some really cool, chill people that like you wouldn't meet otherwise. You can have some great conversations. It's less of the, I don't know, stupidness.
You can't really have drama whenever you fucking singing.
True. I mean, you can, but it happens less, I guess, because you're
Yeah.
focusing on singing. And if you're just singing, then you see none of the drama.
Alright, so how do you feel about easy anti-cheat?
Honestly, when Easy Anti-Cheat came about, it didn't really impact me that much. I hadn't modded much. All I had was like a laptop that was kind of crappy, and I'd link cable to that, like their link or whatever. Once Easy Anti-Cheat came about, I could not do it anymore. Like, I literally couldn't link cable to my laptop anymore. I could barely play the game without VR. So I just had to use my Quest and standalone instead. It kind of sucked, honestly. I hadn't even modded, and I just, with that added on, like that simple thing that they added on, I don't know how simple it is, but it made it so I couldn't play. Like, the only thing I could use was my Quest. Freaking sucked. Now I've got a whole new computer, so I'm good.
Had to fucking invest to play the goddamn game, but yeah, you're good now.
Exactly.
Were you satisfied with how EAC was implemented?
I think there could have been a lot more communication, a lot more transparency about what it meant and going forward what things would be like, as well as, you know, some communication with the community and how that would impact people, because if they'd actually talked to people and realized the reasons people were using a lot of these mods and implemented a lot of that stuff into VRC before they just like trashed it all, maybe it would have been a bit more of a smooth transition and things wouldn't have gone so crazy, because they went crazy when they implemented that.
Yeah, I remember that shit show. It was a fucking mess.
Yeah, me too. I wasn't even like, it didn't even impact me that much, but like, jeez.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Do you have Do you have faith in the VRChat staff and how they run the platform?
I mean, honestly, they're doing the best they can. That's all you can ask of anyone, as long as they're doing what they can. Like, I don't really have that much of an opinion. I don't know them personally, and I'm not somebody that's gonna judge people I don't know personally. I know there's a lot of people that have a lot of opinions about that, but like, I try and make a neutral stance.
Do you trust VRChat's moderation team?
Honestly, don't know that much about the moderation team and how moderation works. I haven't seen it in action much, except for like, you know, somebody's being silly, you kick them and then you block them. There doesn't seem to be that much actual implementation of active moderation on VRChat, as far as I can tell. So I don't know.
Outside of Super Hornet, have you actually seen any VRChat moderation staff member, let alone any staff member in a instance?
I don't think I've ever met a VRChat staff member in anything, and if I have, I didn't know they were a staff member.
What are your thoughts on VRChat's decision to implement the groups feature?
I think the groups are kind of cool, actually. It's a neat way to gather people together and to know that, oh, you're in this group that I'm also in? Okay, cool. I haven't featured groups in my names or anything, but it's kind of a neat addition to the game.
Me personally, the only fucking group I rep is Second Moon, which is like bi-weekly bar event run by this one really nice Japanese lady, Reina. Other than that, I would not want to fucking and have myself represented by Verified Mommy or Verified Switch or Brat or all those fucking goofy shits.
There was one, what did I see? Like a divorced moms or like divorced single moms. I'm like, okay, why are you repping that? But okay, good for you.
Yeah.
What?
That does segue into our next question. After the ability to create groups was pushed out of beta into full release, some people have been banned for certain group names. What are some of the craziest groups you've seen on VRChat since its release?
I think it was that single divorced mom, whatever it was that I saw. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I'm like, what? Okay. How did you encounter this group, and why are you featuring it on your profile? It makes me curious. And like the social, like, what made you make this decision? What?
Desperation, I guess. I don't know.
I guess just advertise that you're a single mom or something.
Do you think VRChat does enough to keep the platform safe for users, including those that are 13 and up?
I think they could do a lot more to protect people that are like, especially under 18, like 13 to 18. It would be really nice if there was a way to indicate that the person was under 18. Like, I've encountered people that I've hung out with. Like, I'm not a young person. I'm 35, and I would prefer to know that somebody is under 18, just so that I know if something's happening with them to step in or something, because it's scary out there. I don't want people acting a certain way. If I had a kid that was 13, I would sorry, it gets me a little bit upset, because I wish there was a way that you could tell that somebody was underage, or that there was a way that you could indicate or verify that you're over 18 too, because there's just so much scary stuff that happens.
Seriously.
So much scary stuff that happens, and it's so easy to for a groomer to or for somebody to pretend they're over 18 and get other people in trouble too. Like, it's a scary world out there online, and I don't think I would want a kid to be like under I wouldn't want a kid to be on here, honestly.
Yeah.
So probably not. There's probably a lot more that could be done. I don't know how easy it is to implement that stuff though.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Do you have any closing thoughts or anything you'd like to shout out or plug before interview goes?
No, I haven't really. I don't know. I don't really have much to plug. I just exist. I'm Lily.
Hi, Lily. I'm Dad.
Hi,
Fuck.
Daddy.
I am fucking taken. Get away from me. No. See ya.
It's over here.
It's over
It's over
here.
here. It's over here. It's over here.
Oh, dear God.
Oh,
Why am I just having a seizure?
Portal's been dropped. Let's go.
In.
Wait. I hate it here already.
What is happening here?
Yeah.
Let's go in front of a mirror.
Yeah, baby.
No way, bro. Why do you all sound the same? All
That's what
mentally
happens,
challenged.
baby, when you're a member of the fucking Rat Pack. Oh.
Rat gang, one of us.
Cool. Nice slam.
So, y'all come around here often?
I don't skate anymore, so.
Tommy Tallarico is a fucking dick. So what's your username or alias for safety on VRChat?
My username is XL, and I've been sticking with that name ever since 2017, so.
So you're a old soul whenever it comes to VRChat.
Quite an old soul. Yeah, I've been playing this game for, what, is it now 5 months? I mean, not 5 months, 5 years going.
Christ. What about you, Desi?
Hello, my name is, Desi.
You don't need to talk about the Discord, but yeah.
Bro, you're fine. That's gonna be like the only question I'm asking beyond this.
I like to be very positive influence on VRChat. I like to tell people if things are wrong, often things can be not even interpreted, but could be done right.
Typically, whenever you go to a public lobby, do you try to talk people in a positive manner and whatnot?
According to a lot of other different users, they will say something very more indifferent. I like to speak the truth. If people are dealing with very negative impacts on their life, I will like to speak the truth upon it, and I want to better themselves, but often it becomes something negative.
In a nutshell, would you say that VRChat is sometimes an unhealthy escape, and you like to try to confront that with some people that you talk to?
I wish this to be an occurrence that could only happen on a singular day basis, for people that really want to escape out of like, the bullshit that's happening, but also I want it to be an everyday basis, you know what I mean? I would want people to like realize that VRChat is good. Yes, it's a good platform for people to like be on, but also it cannot be like an everyday occurrence, because often that can be something very unhealthy for you. With VR users, you're putting a screen to your face a very prolonged amount of time and trying to like, escape what you would consider like, reality in that matter. And of course, Drift is here.
It is what it is. Fucking hit me with a spin!
Spin!
Rotation!
Now it's the Vine Sauce.
How do you feel about easy anti-cheat?
The implementation for easy anti-cheat could be like done in a very better manner. I really wish VRChat would have a partnership with VAC, but let's be honest here, that's probably not like a possibility.
Well, a little bit of further context. By VAC, you mean Valve Anti-Cheat, right?
Yes, sir.
An anti-cheat service that actually registers users that violate terms of service through cheating, obviously, and connects it to their Steam account and bans Steam accounts across any game that uses Valve Anti-Cheat.
Yes, because if that's labeled on your Steam account, you cannot join VRChat. And that's a very good thought process, but like it probably has to do with money or like the shareholders or whatnot, but who knows? Speculation
on that is that VRChat went with the easy route. Get it? Easy anti-cheat.
Very
easy route. Nah, but seriously, they went with the fucking easiest solution and the one that was like, hey, we have it implemented. There are backdoors. It's the engine that we have. Oh, hey, my opinion is neither here nor there. Did you use mods before EAC's implementation, and if so, what mods did you use?
I used Nocturnal, World Client, Notorious, and Munchin.
What was the primary purpose of clients that you used, let alone just clients in general?
When I think it was back in 2018 or 19, I got sick and tired of like being crashed. I wanted anti-cheats. I utilized fucking EMM at that point. The anti-cheats weren't good. Notorious's anti-cheats was pretty good. Then when I heard about Munchin, then I hopped on Munchin. Munchin didn't have really too much of anti-cheats, but it had more a malicious side to it. So that's what got me more in depth to the malicious side to the client usage.
Whenever you were using Munchin, did you ever go out of your way to crash people or anything?
Yes I did. Just because, well, VRChat wasn't doing anything about it. A lot of people took it upon their role to be like a vigilante in the sense to do something about it, and often those type of people have become nuisance ranks. And unfortunately, when people utilize clients in those days, they didn't know what they were getting into. I knew what I was getting into right from the start because like I was warned about it. But also, it was not, I'm not a saint of what I did. I'm going to say that right now. I am not a fucking saint. But also, I wish things like that didn't exist, just for the simple case that words are better than just like trying to crash people.
Hold on, I think it's fucking hailing outside. The fuck? It's either that or really fucking raining hard. Okay, yeah, this is making me anxious. I gotta pause this shit real quick. Is it hailing?
Is it dangerous outside my room? Oh, god damn it. No.
Alright, thankfully it's not bad, but do you have faith in the VRChat staff and how they run the platform right now?
I used to have faith in two people back in the day. It was Ron and it was VRPill.
Why'd you have faith in Ron and VRPill?
Ron was a very like more calm, more understanding individual. VRPill was more of like, I want the community to see this shit.
Gotcha. So you had like more, it was way more one-to-one, and now you feel like the only fucking community member is what, Tupper?
Tupper is a community manager.
Or,
but,
yeah.
Like, often people like assume that's the face. I still truly don't believe that. Don't cancel me if y'all hear this.
So outside of Super Hornet, have you actually seen any VRChat moderation staff member, like trust and safety team, let alone any staff member in an instance that you've been in?
I've been in a world with Squid. I was not recording at the time, of course, just talking to a friend. Then, they seeked interest into coming over and talking to us. I was talking about like, my video idea, of course, like you know yourself. I wanted to propose the idea of what's VR chat to you and when can it be a problem for the user to make it like an everyday basis. The interview went pretty well in that sense, and then until I said it like, hey, I was considering making this a video idea, they completely isolated me from the conversation. It's probably because they're under a non-disclosure agreement. That's completely fine. But what was not completely fine with that is they wanted to promote the idea that they were going to be a part of that HBO Max, VR chat fucking movie, which they didn't even get a part of.
So, in a nutshell, they were cool with something that was completely under, while not VRChat's approval, it spoke nothing negative of the platform. Because I watched that shit myself, and it was nothing but fucking cheesy, hokey dating shit.
I saw one clip of it, and I thought, like, wow, like, this is what you want to represent for your platform?
So, being on this platform, I've run into, right? I went out of my way to make a post about what they do on the subreddit, and it kind of blew up for a bit. And this was even before EAC was a thing, right? I do know that you mentioned being a part of them at one point. The leader has a habit of saying some racist, homophobic, and transphobic shit. During your tenure in the group or whatever, what was your main goal? And I guess what would you like to talk about it?
There's a lot of clips that were taken out of that, like, you know, of course, that were very controversial. I'll say this now, yes, he tried to spread his word across, like, you know, the platform in a very, like, in his own way, a very positive manner, which I agreed with because, you know, he had a very good set mind in interpretations of, like, trying to make VRChat better. But also, I did my way of things, he agreed with it. He did his way of things, he agreed with it. I was very more subconscious of what I wanted to, like, you know, put forward to the table. He was very straightforward of what he put forward to the table, which was not bad on his part because, you know, there was very much success. Same goes with the other individual in that manner. It was met with great success, but also there's a halt right there. You can get as, like, famous as you want, or in that matter, in their own interpretation. Put air quotes right here because, you know, my Quest controllers suck. Famous means that people know you on the platform. Some people know you. Some. Not everybody. If a famous fucking, like, you know, admin knows your name, it's because you've been reported a lot. That doesn't make you fucking famous. But also, if you're being very negative and you're, like, a nuisance on the platform, that does not make you, like, a person to become, like, the next best thing. If you're able to, like, make a conversation with someone, and you know what, I'll go about it today. Like, I've literally conversated with someone that thought age regression was trying to make them a better person, have them cope with things. I told them, no, here's the real deal. The world is a bad place. You gotta realize that it's a fucking bad place, and you gotta realize that you gotta man up or something like that. And of course, they cried, and then every single other user said I was a dick, but I wasn't blocked. You want to know why in that standpoint? Because I said the truth. There's a difference between saying a truth and being a complete fucking asshole. When you're a complete asshole, you'll be fucking, like, ridiculed and judged by everyone, whether or not if people will block you or not. And to those two individuals that I know right now, I know their names, I will not say them, they will be blocked in an instant. You want to know why? Because they just keep going at it. If you don't go at it and you know that you fucking succeeded at the point, don't continue on it. That's how you be successful on this platform. And if you want to disagree whether or not, then whatever. Yeah, my Discord.
The catch with them is that, like you were saying, you attract more fucking people with honey than you do with shit. I don't know if that's the fucking saying, but I'm pulling that out of my fucking ass, right?
This is not the right idea that you want to spread across the platform. What you want to do, not spread positivity, but spread truth. When you spread truth and not throw a negative standpoint on it, it's whether or not if the user base is considering that as negative, you already won at that point. You can't sit here calling people very, very bad slurs to get your point across. If you say something that is true and it's very controversial, that is the fucking main thing you want to do. Just because you're gaining way more attention versus you being controversial and being negative.
We call it like the dynamic bones or the collider check. So it's for the people who either like cross-gender or trap, or the be or look lewd people. If people will not comply or give you the response you're looking for, you could just kind of do stuff to them. Like, one of their insults or reactions, like, oh, I don't even know if I could say this on Twitch, but they'll be like, oh, you're one of those kind of guys who, say that it's okay if, like, a girl who's running around half naked gets raped. But see, there's something to that. What they're both hypothetically doing is wrong. So let's say this does happen. I think the girl will never make that mistake again, right? I think she'd learn she'd be taught a lesson, and obviously the sicko who did that to her would be in jail, so they'd both be punished. But let's say she never does that again. And to that I say the problem is effectively solved. However, it's not a very good way of solving it, right? Like, although we did solve the problem, it still did get solved. You feel me? It's better than nothing, because, like, you know, say this one person, this one lady keeps going around and running around naked and no one ever does anything. So she just does it for days, weeks, months, years, and then she just scars a bunch of children on the way. So we're just saving the children. It's a sick way to look at it, but, like, the guy who did that to her, obviously not his intention probably, but potentially saved a lot of children from being exposed to that kind of thing.
I tried to give him a fucking hand, but whenever he has XYZ ABC 123 that's wrong with him under the fucking sun, and he's still coming on this platform thinking that that's the right fucking thing to do, it's like, look, buddy, you need fucking help. So, do you have any closing thoughts or anything you'd like to shout out or plug?
Ah, shit. Put me on their spot here. People are always gonna hate your content. It's okay. Whether or not if you're gonna be controversial or not, like, just keep going at it. If you want to speak truth, or if you want to even do anything on your own and, like, keep going at it, just go for it. There's nothing stopping you except you. Anyways, subscribe to this man. Monetization. Money.
Nah, dude. Subscribe to XL too. I'll put the link in the URL, or the URL in the description. And
even though I have one video.
And everybody love Desi.
Yeah, she's the avatar maker. I don't know.
Suck her dick.
Yeah.
What's the best way about, like, going about, like, ending this dumb shit? Thanks for watching. All right, fucking yeah, that's the end of the video. And by the video I mean, oh Jesus Christ, what? What's going on with my foot? There we go. Let's just keep it right there. Yeah, no, I want to say thanks for watching and shit, dudes. Seriously, the fact that y'all stuck around to the very end means a fuck ton to me. Without people that, like, actually watch this shit, I wouldn't be here actually making this dumb shit. The sequel would have never happened. I shit you not. Special thanks goes out to my personal dumbass, Bree. I love her so much. Finpie for helping me shoot the music video. Crimson for helping me shoot the pre-logo intro. Glebe for shooting the post montage interviews, intro and shit. Those that helped out whenever we shot the companion stuff after the music video was over. And on top of that, the Great Dane. Those people are incredibly nice, so if you're in Madison, Wisconsin, definitely go check them out. Oh shit, I almost forgot one other person, Raina. Raina and Second Moon Bar, everyone there, I fucking love y'all so much. If you guys came here from the Discord, I appreciate it. I ain't got much. Ugh. Jesus Christ, I'm just breaking. Aside from that, though, I ain't got much else to say. The next project that I'm working on is going to be more on fucking positive shit. I know I said that after my last documentary, but it's long overdue. And since I am doing this full time now, expect me to come back within, like, the next 2 to 3 months. Actually, no, being reasonable, 3 to 4, because I've got a lot of recording to do. Second to last thing, if you have something that you want to tell me, my DMs on most platforms are open. Worst comes to worst, just leave a comment here on the channel, and I'll do my best to cover it. While VRChat might be a shithole, it's my favorite shithole, and the people on it make the fucking platform worth it. Oh, one more thing. I'm gonna open a fucking Patreon. If you're interested, I'm putting a link in the description. If you want to support my bullshit, the stuff's there. Yeah, I don't know what the incentives are gonna be. As of recording this, I've yet to decide that shit, but since I'm gonna be doing this stuff full time now, I'm gonna need fucking support. Beyond that, I return to the sea. Goodbye.
I put the new 4Gs on the G. I trap into the bloody bottoms is underneath. Cause all my niggas got it out the streets. I keep 100